Hello, guys, and welcome back to Team Fat Kid Choose the Fat. Let me get a pop. Oh, 3 of them. That was beautiful. I am Alex.
I'm Jason.
I am Dennis.
I'm Dooley.
And today we have Crystal's
Comfort
food with us from the Great Food Truck Race, Season 12. We've got Steve and Crystal on the line. Say hi, guys.
How you doing?
Hey guys, how are you?
How you doing?
Unfortunately, Aaliyah couldn't be with us today. She has to work, so shout out to the frontliners during
The essential employees.
That's right. So first off, guys, thank you for joining us today. We appreciate you taking some time. But we're gonna jump right into it because we've had some, I'd say, Zoom issues before where we run out of time. So we don't want that to happen today. So we're gonna get right into it. First off, how have you been since the show?
We've been good. I mean, as best as we could. But everything has been good. Business has been good. Basically, before the COVID-19, everything was obviously better, but we've been holding on.
I'm definitely glad to hear that, especially since we know that you guys own your own restaurant. Are you currently open? What's going on with that? Are you doing takeout orders or anything?
No, we are closed. We've been closed since March 11th. Unfortunately, we were closed even when the show aired. We were in the area where we had a lot of cases in the county that we lived in, so we were all told to close immediately. So we didn't really get a chance to ride out the fact that the show had aired. But right now, we just moved everything online. We are doing our frozen comfort food line and pushing that, and just hoping that we can reopen within the next month because it's been rough.
How does somebody find your frozen comfort food line online?
Okay, so we're on social media. We have a website. So our website is crystalscomfortfood.com. All of our social media platforms, the same name. And mostly everything that has our name on it on social media, you can click right to it and it'll take you to any of our shops. Instagram shop, Facebook shop, and then you can shop straight on our website. We do store pickups. For our local customers, you can pick up on Saturdays between 1 and 3, and then we ship all over the U.S.
Awesome. Wow. Awesome. Definitely awesome on that.
I'm going to segue a little bit because, I just want to know, are you able to ship the deviled eggs?
I second this.
So we haven't yet, but you guys may be able to be our test subjects as we do send out a lot of testing of our products to see how shipping is. So, hey, we might just have to send you some. We haven't done it yet.
We volunteer.
Volunteer as tribute.
Yeah.
I'm sure, listen, I make everything happen. I'm sure we can make that happen.
Let's talk about these deviled eggs. Let's talk about these deviled eggs for deviled eggs.
Well, you're jumping way ahead, but
I know,
you
man,
might as well.
I got so excited.
Let's get into it.
And then it was possible that I might be able to get them here. And so let's talk about the deviled eggs. So is that that's a staple for the restaurant or?
Not the actual deviled egg. So in the restaurant, I do a deviled egg crab salad. I started off making deviled eggs with crab meat a few years ago, just testing it out. And I have a really, really particular husband, as you all know. And he has
Get out of town.
Oh, I'm sure you probably couldn't tell, but he doesn't like when the eggs are not perfect when I do deviled eggs. So one day I kind of broke up the eggs out of anger, and it ended up being a deviled egg crab salad. So it was easier to make. So I just went with that for the restaurant, but we make those at home. So it's not a menu item.
We are fully behind emotional cooking. Let me tell you. All right, we don't
Listen,
measure anything.
The
This
best
is
things
emotional
happen, right?
cooking. Yeah.
Oh, you don't like that? You don't like that?
All right, you don't like that? All right, then eat this then. I mean, guess what? I did that, and he liked it even better. Well, so it really, clearly, I didn't even prove my point, but it made me feel better.
It worked out very well in the end, and we will definitely revisit that later. However, specifically at the moment, how have you guys been? And I know that you have kids. Are you homeschooling? How's that going? Are you pulling your hair out yet?
I quit a couple times.
Steve,
they got expelled from homeschool a couple times, but
go outside. It's detention.
Go in your room and close the door and don't come back out. We have 2 that are school age, so we have 1 that is preschool age. So it's been hard with just managing the schedule with everybody having to do Zoom and everything like that, and being home with your kids 24/7. I love them, but we all need that little bit of a break. But we've been making it work.
I know
Steve
Look, Steve
I know
lost his
everyone
hair.
can't see us, but Steve has definitely been pulling his hair out.
Yeah.
Man, I know. It's been rough over here.
I like how Jason took his hat off. No one could see that
right?
they were talking to him.
I know.
Jason
I
had a
never knew he had a
solidarity
bald
moment
head.
there, like the bald guys got to be together.
Bald heads unite.
So I know that a lot of schools are doing like interactive things where like they're trying to do online things. Is your like school district doing the same thing? Are you logging on? You said Zoom meetings in particular. Like, are they doing like day class? How does that work?
Yeah. So they have schedules. At first, it was kind of hard to keep up because the teachers were new to it too. But at this point, they have like weekly schedules of what's expected of the kids to do. They have like 30-minute Zoom meetings every morning. They give you the options to do morning or evening, and it's been smooth now because everybody was pulling their hair out trying to get everything situated. But now school is almost over, and we finally got a good schedule. But yeah, they do Zoom. They have like programs that they go on and teachers can see that they log on every day. And I think that's pretty much it.
I never thought I would be so excited for school to end for my kids. I'm more happy that school is over than they are. I'm like, thank God
for summer. Yeah.
It's because it's been more work for us than probably the kids,
Well, all right.
Homeschool. If I wanted to homeschool, I would.
This kind of is a good segue because we've covered the frozen online food orders, which is obviously, hopefully, I'm assuming a good continuum for your business in the meantime.
Yes,
but
definitely.
Do you have any other new ventures other than being homeschool teachers?
And are you going to keep the online service going like once you reopen everything?
Oh yeah.
So we're actually expanding our store. So we have a small like mom and pop store, and we have been trying to expand for a while now. So we actually were taking this time due to the COVID-19 being closed to actually go in there and start knocking some walls down. And
there's a lot of free hours to work, right? Like you can do all the behind the
me.
scenes stuff right now
with nothing else to do. We watched everything on Netflix, so we might as well go knock some walls down there, right?
And not to mention, as bad as this COVID-19 is happening, they are giving out like crazy deals at Lowe's. So like the discounts is like ridiculous.
They got to move product, right? Like they don't want to sit on it. I drive a car that requires premium gas, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I got premium gas like a week ago that was less than regular gas, and I fucking loved it.
We've been putting premium just because it's cheap enough.
I just got premium earlier today. I was like, yeah.
Make you feel good, right?
You know how when you walk up to the gas tank, you look around, you're like, yeah, I'm picking premium.
I mean, like, I got it for like $1.49. Regular was like $1.58. Wow. Like, yo, I'll take. I already drive. I have to get premium, but still, it felt great.
I'll be honest with you. Like, I have like a really old Bronco. And it's got antique tags on it. But every now and then I like to shove a little premium in there, man, and she runs a lot better on premium.
Yeah,
that's it. You put the premium in, you look around like, yeah, this not 87, this 91 right here.
That's what I'm doing. What are you doing?
All right, so now we've covered current events. Let's get into the show. And specifically, first impressions.
This is where the dirt comes out.
No holds barred, guys. We don't care about insults. Don't worry.
And everyone before you, like, because we've started working backwards from Mystica, then the Lunch Ladies, Sope, Bachelor's Kitchen.
We didn't interview ourselves, but that'll probably happen at some point.
But we tell everyone, like, look, it's friendly competition. We're gonna talk some trash. Let's do it.
What were your first thoughts? Just initial first thoughts, like when we were all in that room and we all met each other for the first time. We kind of learned the rundown. What were your first thoughts of the other teams?
Bachelor kids are going to get on my nerves.
No, it wasn't Bachelor. No.
Yes, it was Bachelor's kids.
No.
He had the samples of like.
No.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, that was Bachelor's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did.
The baklava.
I love that, by the way.
Yeah,
I thought that was
what
awesome.
the hell is that?
I thought it was awesome.
Oh, no.
He brought it on his lap.
I was just saying, I could tell that they were going to get on my nerves. I don't know. I guess my motherly instinct kicked in. And I was like, they're going to get on my nerves.
I feel like they were probably the closest people to us, and we were probably with you, though. Like, we hated on the Bachelors a lot. But again, that might have been just like they were the us, but not. I don't know.
Yeah, they were the worst us.
See, here we go.
They didn't always get on my nerves. That was just my first impression.
Hold on 1 second. 1 second. Because Dooley's fucking missing his job over here.
Why are you so angry?
Because look, Dennis has been doing great. We put Dooley back at the controls and look what happens.
You don't know about it.
I've done that twice.
There you go. All right.
You know we're going to beat up on him. But,
so Bachelor's Kitchen didn't pose much of a threat to you? You just thought they were going to be annoying?
Yeah, I thought that, I don't know, maybe because I'm really, really passionate, right? So when I first came in there, I'm looking around, I'm scouting to see who seems to be as passionate as I am. Like, is it a competition for them or is it just fun? So I got that from them from the beginning. I'm not saying that they weren't in it like me. I don't know. I'm just saying this is my first impression of not knowing them, but just looking at them in that one room.
Don't worry about apologizing. We just said we're going to talk shit. This is talk shit.
No, I'm just saying that's just was my first impression. Like, I didn't know anything about them. I'm just saying I just felt like it was just reality TV for them.
I think out of all the teams, I think out of all the teams, we talked the most shit about Bachelor's Kitchen. We interviewed them last week. Don't worry. Like, this is good fun. That's
honestly
me personally, I kind of just I was reading everybody's name when I was like. Lunch ladies, I'm like, what the hell are you gonna make? What you gonna make pizzas? I'm like,
first off, those pizzas were delicious, sir.
Yeah.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, better than any lunch I ever had.
Their truck looked amazing. Their truck
too amazing.
Oh my God.
Too amazing.
Right?
That truck looked too amazing.
It fit them perfect.
I don't care if they were selling rocks. I was coming up to that truck just because it was interesting, and when I saw that, I was like, wait a minute, I got a chicken drumstick, and they got a whole school bus. Come on.
Yeah, we didn't even. I hope we touched on that section because when everybody saw their trucks, we walked up. I was like, "What the hell is that?" I'm like, "Is that a chicken wing?" I'm like, "We don't just sell chicken." Like, we were pissed. I'm like, "Oh my God!" I love the truck in the inside, but I'm like, a chicken wing, like
no, their truck definitely was amazing.
Yeah, then I
think that was
and we were parked right next to them. So it was like, oh my God, they got a whole school bus, and we got a chicken wing.
We're gonna segue twice here. I got a quick question, and then we're gonna segue into what you just said. So first off, what was your favorite dish from the show, and did you actually get to try any dishes?
We really didn't. We tried Mastika Masala's. What did we try? Whatever they had brought back to the hotel one time. We got to try
that was good.
We didn't really get a chance to because I think most of the time when we went out to park, we weren't near anybody. And then by the time we all came back, we're trashing and cleaning up.
We didn't eat anybody's food either. Don't worry. It was a competition, right? Fuck everybody else. Look,
I want to taste your food, and then it tastes good, and now I'm mad because you got good food.
Right, guys? Shit. But what was your favorite dish? Even though you didn't get to try anything, what? All right.
Favorite, did you watch all 6 or? Is it 6 episodes?
Yeah,
6 episodes.
We watched everything.
What was the favorite thing you saw dish-wise?
The one thing that I did want to try was Mastika Masala, that dessert thing in the finals. Whatever the angel food cake. I looked at that. I said, God damn, that looked good. Yeah, because they took a regular angel food cake and they fried it. Then they stuck. I was like, oh my God! I was like that. I looked at it like, man, it looked attractive.
We looked at that and we were like, that is something that we would totally do. Because desserts really aren't in our wheelhouse. And Alex is a big dessert fan. I'm more to the savory side, but when we first met you guys, we were like, that's our competition right there. We're both from the East Coast. We both are in that comfort fucking you may not be here tomorrow. Let's eat it today kind of status.
Yeah, we were saying the same thing.
And we're like, damn, dude, that's the competition right there. And
that's funny because when we had the challenge where we had to choose somebody to partner with, when me and Leah were saying that at first, we were like, their food probably matches ours. But then I was like, no, because they're kind of like competition. So if we win, they win. So we can't partner with them.
Yeah, but look at what happened with the lunch ladies and Mystica.
Wait. We're pissed because didn't you take fucking Team Nemesis? We ended up as Eloquence. How the fuck did Bros and us end up as Eloquence?
I know.
I don't. That was some shit.
The name was sabotaged from the
Steve,
beginning.
you're dirty.
Right?
Steve, you're dirty. I heard you say Eloquence first, and then you changed it.
Yeah, but okay. So y'all had eloquence. Okay, that's fine and dandy. I would have took that over wearing some damn flowers on my head. I had a bald head with roses on the top of my head.
Look, you did it. You wore it well, sir. You wore it very well.
You did.
I was forced to. I was the only guy on the team on 2 women teams. I'm like, oh my god, this is ridiculous.
Hey,
you know what?
You wore it well.
Like, you gotta wear it.
You look great in flowers, and I'm not gonna lie.
I'm trying to tell him that it should be an everyday thing.
I don't know if I'm gonna go
I
that
can
far.
reach out to Super Soap and they can send them over to you.
I think we should do that.
You look so pretty.
Some more rice too, right? No.
I got a quick question, Steve. I'm sorry. Like, this kind of backs up a little bit, but how was it driving a pink truck through LA?
Terrible. Like, it wasn't even attractive. Like, people were just looking at the truck like,
What do you say?
what is this? Like, they're like, well, what do y'all sell? And I think that was like, it was a good and a bad thing for us. Competition-wise, it was a great thing because none of y'all knew exactly what we cooked. Like, we had a big menu, and everybody, the first thing they thought, oh, they gonna just cook chicken. Until everybody saw the deviled egg, and then they started to see a little bit of the other stuff. It was like, man, what the hell? This ain't no chicken. Like, that's what kind of helped us out.
Yeah,
No, we're gonna skip that. We're gonna come back to the deviled egg.
I really want to get to the deviled
I know
egg,
you
bro.
do, but that's right. We're gonna keep the suspense because he has a great segue here. Your restaurant menu. You have a very large restaurant menu. I have 2 questions on the subject. First off, I'm gonna go with: I know that you were talking about the deviled eggs earlier, and they're not quite into the frozen food shipment section of your current online store. Is most of your menu on your store, or like is it half? I mean, like, can people expect what can people expect to see?
Our menu is very unique. So I would say
I know it's
yes
difficult.
and no.
I'm not trying to knock it. I know it's difficult. Trust me, we've been working
I would
similar
say yes
situations.
And no.
Yes
I would
and
say
no.
yes
Okay.
and no because like we have like crazy things on our menu, so we were able to simplify some of it to be able to make it where we could freeze it and put it online. So it's not quite the same as it would be in a store. So we kind of made like different versions of it, and we've added more things that we don't have in the store either. Too, like we have like a stuffed salmon and stuff like that is not on the menu anymore. But
it's a better option for the frozen foods. All right. So my second part of this question.
So we kind of went back and forth with figuring out what would be easy to cook, freeze, and ship out. So that's why I said yes and no.
You got to change the times, right? Adapt and overcome.
Yeah, we had to mix it around a little bit.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. So
out,
here's the next question. Speaking of adapt and overcome, is about your restaurant menu and producing it on the truck. Now, obviously, we had limited space. We had limited equipment. Were there things that you just like wanted to do but couldn't? Was there anything that was just like, oh, this is definitely what we're going to do? Obviously, you guys do a lot of wings. We had fryers. That's a fairly simple. We're going to do that. But was there something that you were just like, oh, we want to, but we just can't?
Yeah, honestly, probably half of our menu, and it wasn't even the equipment. It was more so finding the items in the market. So that was our biggest challenge. We came in with our heads, with our minds made up on what we wanted to cook, our best dishes, the best of the best. And when we got there, we couldn't find it. So we had to just roll with the punches. So that's what was hindering us, not the equipment and things like that, but being able to find the products.
See, that's the behind the scenes shit right there.
Do you know how hard it is to
I
find?
don't know who the governor is of California, but dude or miss, y'all really need to get some chicken out there. This is ridiculous. We could not find no chicken.
Yeah,
I kept finding chicken breasts, and everybody out there is a health person. I can
chicken
find
cutlets, breast. We don't eat that.
You can find carrots and celery sticks on every corner.
Welcome to East Coast
Ain't
life,
nowhere.
bacon, bitches. Come on.
His name is Governor
We
Gussetti.
over here wrapping chicken and bacon, and you can't even find chicken or bacon out there. Like, wait a minute.
Well, that's because we took all the bacon. I don't know about the chicken.
We know that. Ain't all the ground beef.
I know. 17 slices of bacon for one burger.
Yes. Hell yeah.
That sounds
All
good,
right.
though. I'm not even.
So we're going to get into what Jason has been fucking dying for here.
Yes.
And I'll be honest with you, we're going to segue a little bit into this because I want to ask you, we've already asked about your initial thoughts, but what about after that first challenge when we were at the airport and you guys had your deviled egg, and we're going to revisit the deviled egg. Just calm your tits.
I'm maintaining.
He's maintaining, but that is definitely a subject we're going to cover because I got many questions about that. But how did you feel about the teams after that first challenge? Was Brother still annoying? Was there a team you were worried about? Who was your biggest fear? Like, who did you think was fucking out of it? Anything.
Stop.
All right, so I'll go first because I think we're different. I thought at that time the Mystica Masala was our biggest competition because, I'll go back. I thought they were our biggest competition with taste, not with creativity. Now, creativity, I was giving it to maybe everybody else but them, honestly, because I thought that they had us with taste. And I was a little shocked that they won that because they turned meat into meat.
We were shocked,
That's all we kept saying.
We were shocked, too, because I thought you had that shit hands down. Like,
he licked the plate.
We thought we had it, too. We really thought we had it. So I think, like, after that first competition, I was a little nervous because I was like, okay, so we thought we had it in the bag. We thought we had it with creativity, with taste and presentation. And then when we didn't take it, I was like, okay, maybe we're not... Maybe our competition might not be who we thought it was.
But so then you start thinking about it, like, we didn't get to taste anyone's food, and
yeah.
So I'm gonna go there. Like, Tyler licked the plate of your food.
He's been dying for this, by the way.
And they didn't show it on TV.
I wish they had. Fuck it, behind the scenes shit. He licked.
We wish they had.
He fucking licked the plate clean. Like, that shit was
as a deviled egg aficionado.
We want to try that shit.
Yeah, I was like, shit, man.
I will drive up to you to fucking. That's where I'm at. Like, let me tell you,
you're only like 3.5 hours away. You're like actually.
I actually did a live on our page. If you can find it, it's like way back when, doing the eggs, kind of showing people how we did it just a little bit. Didn't give my full recipe.
You don't give them everything.
Yeah, we thought we had it.
I thought you had it. I thought you had it all day.
Obviously, it was fucking delicious. Fuck everything else. That was obviously delicious. Again, I am not lying.
And I thought it was creative.
Crystal,
I mean, like, I put steak in a deviled egg.
I will fucking come to you just to try that goddamn recipe. All right, that is not bullshit.
I'm gonna figure out how to send it to you. I'm definitely gonna figure out how to send it to you.
I'm not kidding. We're gonna get together. Don't worry. All these teams are gonna be together at some point. But if not, I will come to you.
Yes, we
you don't have to send it to me. I will come to you. Like, that shit looks...
We're not even that far from each other.
No, we're not. And I love driving. Fuck it. We drove 3.5
we're
hours
even closer to you than our restaurant. We live in Delaware, so we're actually pretty much closer to you than Philadelphia.
Oh, you're in Delaware?
Ain't they in like Virginia Beach or something like that?
Yeah,
actually,
our store is...
They're like 4, maybe 5 hours away. That's doable. That's a day trip. Fuck it.
We were just in North Carolina not so long ago. We drive down that way all the time.
And you didn't swing by? You didn't hit us up to swing by?
We could have had a barbecue.
We had a crawfish boil the other day. All right, so
that's him. Not me.
now that we've covered the licking of the plate, because obviously we were jealous as fuck of that moment, and it didn't make TV. But how did you feel about it?
Man, we was pissed.
Not that it didn't make that. No, that it didn't make TV, or how his response was.
No. When you're standing there,
both. I don't give a shit. Both.
So we were hyped, right? I'm not even gonna lie. When we got back on the truck, we was like, yeah. we kind of walked away.
There. No, when he licked the plate, we was like, oh yeah, we got this one. This one is in the bag. We got it. Then he's like, yeah, Mystica Masala. I'm like, a meatball? I'm like, you just fucking look at that plate. I'm like, what the hell?
No, I kept saying they turn meat into meat. Where's the creativity? Now, it might have tasted good. We didn't get a chance to taste it, so I can't say that it didn't taste good. I just thought that it lacked the creativity.
I will say
when he went in to eat the second egg, that's when I was like, yeah, we got it. Then when he licked the plate, I was like, oh, that's it.
I will say, when we were all standing in line,
I thought you had it. Oh, fuck.
When we were all standing in line, like, I'm standing on the left of Jason or right of Jason or whatever, and he licked the plate, I was like, yeah, they fucking won.
Dooley pause.
We thought we had it.
Dooley actually hit fucking pause. All right, so obviously it felt really good with him licking the plate. I that couldn't have been any better. And I kind of have a weird question, not that it has anything to do with licking the plate here, but
too easy. I'm leaving it alone.
Sir, that's my job.
I have a T-shirt that says it, so imagine wearing a T-shirt that says "Tyler licked my plate." Right?
She does.
I saw it online.
I would probably wear that. I'm not gonna lie. But how did you guys get on the show? That's a question we love to ask because so many answers have come.
It's been so many different ways that people got on the show. We just want to know, like, how did you guys?
I stalked them until they finally called me.
You know what?
Honestly,
if that's a legitimate answer, good for you.
It really is. Like, we watched the show, obviously, so we were fans of the show. And even before I had got the restaurant, I was a caterer. So we were watching. I'm like, I can do this, Steve. I know we can do this. Let's figure out how to get on. So I started doing a little bit of research, going on their website and Googling things to see how to get on. And I found that you could apply through email. So I applied through email and I never got anything back. I swear, I literally, every time I thought about it, I would resend an email. We would be sitting here talking. I'm like, let me resend an email. If they could look in their email, they probably got 500 emails from me. It was a lot. And then I finally got a response. And they told me that I had to fill out a formal application. And then I did the application and waited a little bit more time. And then I think Tyler followed us on Instagram. Was our first clue that we might get on the show.
You got ahead of us.
He followed us on Instagram. And
I don't even know if he follows us now.
Tyler doesn't follow us now.
He don't like us.
He followed us then, and I was like, Tyler Florence just followed us on Instagram. I'm like, is it real? So I'm checking. I'm like, it has the blue check. It's really him. And maybe like 2 hours later, we got a phone call. And like the funny thing about this is, you know how when you get 800 numbers or California numbers, you don't know. I put on my bill collector voice. I'm like, hello. Can I speak to Crystal? I'm like, she's unavailable. Can I take a message? So they're like, it's the Food Network. I'm like, hey, this is Crystal.
Yeah.
So I think it was like CK at the time. She burst out laughing, and I'm like, it's me. And then that's basically how it was. We talked, and then the process of everything to get on. But I literally just sent emails over and over, sending pictures of our product, explaining who we were, and our team members and stuff like that. And I guess they got tired of me and called me.
So how many?
You know what's crazy?
How many applications did you guys do? Like, was it just like
we did one actual application?
Yeah, we did one.
So one actual application. What I was sending, what it originally told me to send an email, and I put all our information. Then I put a little paragraph about me, paragraph about Steve, and originally it was my niece that was supposed to go with us. So I had submitted some with her, and then she went to college. So I started to resend them with Leah. And then that's when we got the formal email.
So Steve was actually part of the original team? I'm just giving you
Unfortunately, yes, because,
like,
I didn't want to drive the truck, so I was like...
We need somebody to drive the pink truck. Steve looks like the guy.
Basically, that was it.
Like, if you watched the show before, like, you always saw, like, it was a different driver. Some other kids going to be a different driver. And then after the paperwork was done, it was like, yeah, Steve, you got to go take a piss test because you're going to be the only one driving. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I'm the only one driving this big-ass food truck? I'm like, oh, my God. And mind you, they sitting comfortable in an AC, and I got that hot-ass truck.
I like how you weren't pissed about the piss test. I mean, I guess that's good, right?
Well,
I
didn't care about that.
And thank you for your service, sir.
I know.
That's why I didn't drive. That's why I drove the car.
My one question is...
that.
My one question is, Steve, when she said, this is the uniform, were you like, oh, fuck this shit? Or like, yeah, I'm good with it.
No, I was cool up until them fucking red socks. Like, our uniform was not like that.
That wasn't our original uniform. That's why. If he would have knew that, he probably would have said
that's a great question, though. Did you guys have a logo that you wanted to take on the show?
Yeah.
Did you have to change it? How much time
we had
did
to
you
change
have?
Everything.
How much time?
Probably a few days.
We had 3.
Probably a few days.
We had 3.
Yeah. Actually, when we had a couple of days before we got on the plane to change it, and then when we got there, after they approved it, we had to change it again. So that was really kind of frustrating. So everything that we had on was not even our idea. The socks wasn't our idea. Nothing. It all came from production. So we had to literally change everything.
We totally understand that.
We were too close to you guys. They said that we were too close to you and Super Sope, and then we all looked alike anyway.
We wanted to be all black. We wanted to be all black.
We were green, red, and black. Those were our colors. This was our original shirt at first.
That's the shirt that we originally was wearing.
Yeah, and if you see our logo now and the color scheme and everything, they told us no because it didn't match our truck. I don't know.
Yeah, why the hell? Why? Like, they designed the damn truck and they saw your uniform way before that.
That's
exactly. So I don't know. And then when we got there and everybody got dressed and we came down to show our producers, they were like, oh, we think you guys should change. We had already got the new logos on the shirt, so they were like, we're not going to make you change that, but we had to change the color of our hats. They went out to help us find socks because they wanted us to add the socks to it. And we had the aprons. The aprons were originally ours, but everything else they added. The colors.
I love them for everything.
I'm sorry you had to change, but I will say I think it turned out like looking pretty good. Like as far as like overall perspective, it looked good. But
if you remember the first episode, like they told us like we couldn't be all black, we needed red or like another color, and they were like too many teams want all black, and I was like okay, well whatever, and so they made us switch to the red hat and like the red armband and all that crap, and like then
I think our bonnets were originally white,
but then they stand us next to each other. It was like you're next to Mystica wearing black and red, we're in the middle wearing black and red. And then we got Super Sope next to us wearing black and red. And I was like, what the hell? Like, why did you make us, like, like, our hats were originally black.
I'll tell you what I was thinking. We got kind of nervous at first. I was like, do they think that we're not going to last? Do they, you know what I mean? Why are they so saying that, making us change our clothes and everything? They don't want us to stand out. I'm thinking, that's what I was thinking originally. Because when we saw everybody wearing similar stuff, I was like, wait, this didn't make any sense. Because if we would have kept our original uniform, no one would have looked alike at all. So that was a real confusion of why they did it like that. But maybe black and red was more appealing on TV.
All right, so what we're going to do is because I know we're coming up on the time frame and we're having such a great conversation, we're going to pause this real fast, and then we're going to send you another Zoom because we've had this fail on us before. We're going to send you another Zoom link so that we can resume this conversation. So if you guys
we got it.
Bear with us for a couple minutes, and we'll send you a new link, and we'll restart right where we're at.
This podcast is brought to you in affiliation with Stitcher Podcast Radio. Head on over to Stitcher.com/premium and sign up today for only $4.99 a month. Use promo code TeamFatKid for get 1 month absolutely free. Stream and download all your favorite podcasts, such as this one, Team Fat Kid Choose the Fat, Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend, My Favorite Murder, Wolverine, The Lost Trail, Alex's Favorite, Bitch Sesh. You get the Fantasy Footballers, Science Rules with Bill Nye, and many, many more. We're talking 21,000 premium hours of podcasting. That is 2.4 years. You get all the bonus episodes. You get the ad-free shows. You get Dooley's favorite 300-plus comedy albums. You can check out all the new releases before they come out. And just remember, all you have to do is head on over to Stitcher.com/premium. Sign up and use the promo code TeamFatKid. Test it out for a month absolutely free on us. Thank you for listening. We'll talk to you guys in a little bit.
So my next question is about your restaurant. I know we had talked a little bit off the air. So
I'm sorry, that was a crisp pop.
That was a crisp pop.
Now you can continue.
You're welcome.
So if you guys need to get a drink, now's the opportune time. No, it's no. So like with your restaurant, like I know you do a lot of unique foods. One of my questions, and like this has been, I'm still on this deviled egg thing. I'm sorry. Have you done like a deviled egg salad sandwich?
Yes.
Let's talk about that.
We have the regular deviled egg crab salad.
Yep.
And then we have something called the ultimate soulfish sandwich. So that includes fried soie. It's a huge sandwich. So a small is four pieces of fish, 4 scoops of the deviled egg crab salad, sweet and spicy sauce, all a 3-decker sandwich.
Oh my god!
I know.
That's a small.
Can I have that?
Now you're talking.
We need details here.
Oh,
so
my
you
God.
That's a small.
You
okay?
said it's 4 pieces of fish, right? 4 pieces of swai?
Yes.
All right, now how many
4
ounces? Is this like a 5 to 6 ounce portion? Because you're getting into restaurant people here. I want to know.
We know how swai comes.
Where
So
we
we
at?
take what are the sizes of the swai do you buy?
It's probably.
I know it's right in here.
I'm thinking 3 to 4. I'm thinking it's a 3 to 4 ounce
No,
portion.
I cut them in half, so I
It's
just cut them in half.
it's not 3 to 4. It's
the next size
8
up.
to 9, 8
So-
to 12. It's the biggest size. It's probably the biggest size that you can get as a single portion.
And then you cut it in half. So let's call it
And
10.
then I cut it in half.
So then you're getting
So
4 5-ounce portions.
Yes. And I cut it in half, and then it's a 3-decker. It's a 3-decker sandwich. So it's bread, fish, deviled egg crab salad, bread, fish, deviled egg crab salad. So there's 2 sandwiches and they're 3-deckers for the small, and there's 4 sandwiches for the large.
You're easily talking about
I'm getting
2
in my
pounds
car
here.
right now.
Yeah, you're easily
Yes,
talking about 2
it's
pounds
huge.
here. We're on board.
It's huge.
I'm loving
That's
it.
that's like the sandwich. You like I'm eating lunch and I'm not eating dinner kind of thing. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
I
This
tell
is
people
all my
don't
food
take
I'm
this
getting
back to
today.
your
It's like-
office and then call me and blame me because you fell asleep and got fired.
Road trip.
Yeah.
Yo,
Road trip.
that's not my
Yeah,
problem.
disclaimer.
That's not my problem. All right, look.
All right, it's time for road trip.
yeah, the fact
It's
like,
time for
Come on
second
now.
road trip.
that is fat kid all day. Like,
Fuck COVID.
why
Let's
do you,
go.
why do you pull that one out in the show?
I know, right?
Because I feel like we didn't get a chance to. I think that I don't know. I feel like we just really didn't get a chance to because one, we couldn't really find our product that we needed to use, and then only getting to the second week, I'm like, wow, we were just reaching in our back pockets to start bringing out some stuff, and we just didn't get a chance to.
And
Like,
I'm
man,
sure.
like when
I'm
we
sure.
put out that salmon. We put out the salmon thing. That was one thing that nobody knew. When they saw salmon, they were like, what are they gonna do with that? And then once they saw it, they were like, oh my god.
Steve.
That's when we was like, okay, we was starting to reach in our pockets.
Steve, what kind of fish?
I know. Oh my God, we.
I say it wrong.
No.
Salmon.
I wouldn't
It's
even
one
say
of
people
them.
say it wrong. It's the way, like, it's a lot of things. Like swai. I grew up saying swai. I have a lot of friends.
Swai,
that say
sway. Who fucking knows at this point?
Yeah,
like,
so salmon, salmon, it tastes the same, right?
right.
That was funny.
I just like to bring it up.
Fish.
I gotta give you shit. That's all. That's all. I gotta give you shit.
Did you see they cut everything on the show when we were saying that because he was like walking around with samples and he was like salmon sliders, get your salmon sliders, and we were like, me and Leah were like, salmon.
Salmon.
We're making T-shirts that said salmon shirts, salmon sliders, and then they didn't even show that part. So like all of the T-shirts that we had got pre-made, we kind of like jumped the gun a little bit because some of that stuff didn't even make the air. So we were like, oh shit.
You know what? I mean, like, I'm sorry to hear that. There's a lot that I wish made the air that didn't, but I have to admit, there's also a lot that didn't make the air that I was happy about.
And I'm glad didn't.
Yeah, there's a lot that didn't make there.
There's definitely, like, I love Tyler. I'm not going to lie. Like, I think he gave a lot of, like, criticism, but it was constructive criticism. And there's definitely some moments where I felt like he had to kind of be a hard ass. You know what I mean? Like, he came on strong. He was like, this is fucked up, blah, 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 blah. And then, like, really, like, he was kind of like, all right, look, this is what you need to do, though.
Yeah, because he killed our sweet potato wings. And I was like, oh, my God, if they air this, nobody's ever going to buy our sweet potato wings ever again. So I'm glad that they didn't air that.
We had one of those moments, too, don't worry.
We talked to... last week we talked to the Bachelor's Kitchen, and you remember like when he walked on their truck, and,
First
like,
episode,
and it was like dirty as shit. We asked them if that was staged, and they were like, "No, that really fucking happened." Like,
wow,
their shit was really that fucking dirty, and
they got chewed up on Twitter for that thing.
Exactly,
like, Twitter went crazy.
That's what they spoke about, and like, if you guys get time, go back and like, cause like every week we've been talking to another truck. And they give you the lowdown and dirty of what actually really happened in that. Yeah, their truck was really that fucking dirty.
You know what? While we're on the subject,
I can imagine.
I've got two questions because this is a two-parter, and this is kind of going back to like the original, like who was your biggest concern, and who did you think was fucking out of it from the beginning?
Okay, so this is gonna sound mean, but everybody knew the Toast people were gone. I mean,
I love them.
they were nice.
Thank you, shots fired. Oh my God, Julie got a shot fired.
And you know what? I said if I lose to somebody that's just toasting some toast, it's going to be a problem.
No,
I'm just going
to. All honesty, I love the crew because they was cool.
They were very nice.
I know every single team. Once they saw what they had, they was like, "Oh,
fucking seriously?
I'm not going home the first." Yeah, they was like, toast.
I'm not going
like,
home to toast.
Nobody wanted to go. You know what's really fucked up?
But the only thing that made me nervous was that everybody out there on the West Coast was healthy eaters. So then I'm like, damn, well, this toast might actually work.
Man, you're talking about like $2 for some toast, though.
Hold on. What if they had? Did you think they had a gluten-free option?
because that wasn't going to work. Like they probably did. I was like, yeah. So I think we all were thinking the same thing. I didn't think lunch ladies was going to go far. It would shock me because I was like, well, how far can they take this little lunch lady thing? Like how far? Is it
man,
go?
They really made it.
Alone.
I mean, fuck.
I know.
Like there was one part which I brought this up.
As I continued to watch after we left,
I will say this: before we start airing, we met what's his name, James Elijah. We met him out when we was all just coming to. We just got to the hotel, And I say, man, so what you do? Oh yeah, well I lived in Louisiana and I worked at this big restaurant. And then when I saw what team he was on, I said, that's their secret weapon. That's their back pocket, because he had a lot of tricks behind his sleeve, and he was in Louisiana, and Louisiana is known for spices and Creole cooking. So once I saw that, I said, oh,
I'm going to agree and disagree with you, because this motherfucker is Louisiana all the way. But I'm going to agree and disagree with you, because I do feel like Elijah was their secret weapon. But it wasn't because he was from Louisiana. We actually flew in with him. We didn't know that he was a competitor at the time, but he is a social media guru.
He does social media for a living.
So literally, they had a social media guru at their beck and call.
Just like Mystica Masala.
Yes.
Because if you know, Andrew he worked for, what was it, CNN? So,
ESPN.
ESPN, so their videos were killing it.
Even, let's face it, I'm sorry, Mystica Masala had like an advantage from the get-go. They had Mystica.
Because it was Pride Month.
Let's face it, they had Mystica in California.
And it had 4 members.
They had 4 members. It was Pride Month. It was a lot of chips stacked against everybody. Once we saw that, I was like, oh,
but they were smart, though, because they used it to their advantage. Every time you turned around, they were at a gay bar.
They did.
Were outside of a gay bar.
And you know what? Even if they weren't,
we tried to do military.
Mystica still came out. Like, there was always, and I have to admit, it's not a cooking competition. It's a salesmanship competition.
Oh, yeah.
They fucking had it. That was a great gimmick. If nothing else,
that's the only thing that I wanted. We thought that it was gonna be. I think that's what our theory. I think no, I'm talking about as for when he said like it's more of not popularity, but it went away from like more of the cooking portion of it. Because before it was all about straight cooking. You had the good food.
Not necessarily, because if you watch the show, right, people don't even know who you are. They don't know what your food tastes like. So in order to get people to even come to your truck, you have to be entertaining.
It's showmanship.
Because they're not even going to eat your food if they don't like you.
And mostly because it is in California, so they're not like they see cameras all the time, so they're not going to be like,
what's special?
On that note,
you come to Philly with some cameras.
I have a great question for you, because in that first segment where we were all together. Toast Truck in particular, since we're all talking about toast in Santa Monica, Toast Truck in particular was doing samples. Did you guys end up doing samples, or were you just like going for it?
Yeah,
I talked into doing that.
Samples too.
Already talked. Like Steve was doing salmon samples.
Salmon sliders.
It worked though. It worked. That's all that matters.
He did convince me to do it.
So I
didn't want to do it because I'm like, we're giving away free product that we need, but we did end up doing samples.
All right, so on that note, we did not do samples, but then again, the Toast Truck was right next to us doing samples, which was complicated, but so did the samples work out? Like, did you give out enough that you made a profit? Do you feel like it worked out for you in the long run?
In Santa Monica, for every sample we gave out, they came to the truck and got something. Just about almost 90%.
Hollywood Boulevard.
Yeah, Hollywood Boulevard. It didn't work at all. And the cameras, they didn't really care for the cameras. They was trying to run around the cameras. Samples, they wasn't feeling those at all.
It's kind of hard to do samples too, because I'm like, I'm not going to be giving out whole chicken wings, or like I don't want to give out too much.
You
food.
can't,
like,
right?
We got to give out something.
It was okay. So
it worked a little bit.
That's the problem with samples, and I'll be honest with you, I feel like that's why Toast had the advantage on samples. Because let's face it, it's toast. Like you can give out samples of toast. It's fucking it's toast.
You can cut a piece of bread into how many pieces?
You know what's really funny is next week I'm gonna have to interview Toast, and I don't know how this is gonna go. And I've talked so much shit about Toast at this point. Like, one thing that didn't make the show, and Dooley, I know that you're not talking a lot, but you need to back me up on this, because during the first episode we had to do burpees. Do you guys remember the burpees?
Yeah.
Everyone else did burpees.
Whoa. The first round, we all did burpees. Then Tyler was like, let's do another round. Like, he was like, yeah, let's go again. Dooley and I were the only two out of the group that did not fucking drop the second time. Both
We're
of
like,
us,
yeah, no,
we
we're
dropped
done.
like halfway and we were like, I'm done. No, that's it.
No,
Like, team fat kid
I didn't even drop
bowed out of
halfway. I was like,
burpees.
no.
Fun fact, if you watch it, I don't think none of us on our team dropped and did them burpees. I was like,
They didn't show. They
I
didn't
just
show
had
it
a
on the
baby. It
air.
wasn't happening.
They didn't show it on the air. It never
They
made the air.
didn't.
But
But
we were so disappointed because literally Dooley and I just stood there like, we're not doing it.
The one thing in Santa Monica where I knew Eat My Crust was really struggling was I was standing on the doorway of the truck eating a piece of bacon, and then Presley, or whatever her name was, from Eat My Crust, she looked at me. She's like, "Oh, you're eating your product." I'm like,
We should probably
we're
know
sold
that.
out.
It's Presley.
We should
Presley,
probably
Presley,
know
yeah.
that. Yeah.
And I'm like, "Yeah, we're sold out." And she's just, the look in her eye was just straight shock. So she starts walking all the way down the boardwalk, and she's like, free samples, and then if you do burpee, you get a free thing, and then she's just selling shit for free.
They brought it down to like $1. Like,
Let's be realistic. I tried to learn Japanese for this fucking. There was a tour bus of Japanese people that
I
pulled up.
think they were up against too much other types of food to really have been successful with what they were
I feel
selling.
like they actually sold a lot, but they got so into like if you've worked out today, you got a half off discount. Like I don't know
buy
about
one
you.
get one free.
We
and
were
shit
not
like
doing discounts. We didn't do
we
samples.
ain't
either,
doing
but
discounts.
There's even if you give out samples, you're not doing discounts. They were like if you do a couple burpees, you get 50% off. If you worked out today, if you're riding a bike, like it was just like discount.
Their $4 toast dropped down to $2 because somebody did a push up to get a slice of toast, and I know $300 goes a long way with toast.
He got that right.
And I know you guys were probably facing the same struggle we were facing with the fact that like you have $300 and your product costs so much more.
Yeah.
So what I want to
we wish we would have upped our prices because when we look back, we were like, wow, we thought we were coming in like a decent price. You know, we're from Philly, so we're looking at the prices like that.
Yep.
I wish we would have been doing $20 dishes and stuff like that because we couldn't see ourselves selling that to somebody at that price, and now we wish we would have.
Yeah,
because, like you said,
we were selling
expensive.
a sandwich for $15 at like most points, and I was like, to me, that's absurd. Like being in Virginia Beach, even like in a coastal resort town. That's absurd. You know what I mean? Like that's absurd. Like if I'm paying $15,
and that's where I couldn't get out of my head because I'm like, oh my god, I'm not about to give people 4 chicken wings for $15.
Right?
Like,
yeah, exactly.
And then.
But over there, it's just, it's so just whatever.
Pricing.
Fucking $15 for something off a truck is like whatever. Like
so,
it's weird.
Yeah. So like with the $300, you also had to maintain change. So you really only had around like what $250 to really shop with.
For us, $200. We kept a lot of change.
Yeah, we kept $100.
We had a huge issue with that. That was our biggest problem, and we didn't even really tell so many people that. Like when we came home, and the show aired, and everybody's like, "Oh, well, how was it? And what was your biggest challenge?" I didn't really want to complain too much because I didn't want to look like sore losers. But at the end of the day, we had a disadvantage because we couldn't find our products, we couldn't afford our products, so we were like substituting, and it was just like. It was really frustrating. The stores that we wanted to shop at, they were telling us no. So it was like, a little frustrating not to be able to get everything you wanted.
Like you talking about just trying to find like chicken wings and chicken that's not just a boneless skin.
Chicken is not boneless and skinless and tasteless.
Like for instance, there was a restaurant depot out there. Every business that own a restaurant, you go to Restaurant Depot, or some people call it Jetro. So we found one, and we like, okay, we can go in there and get the chicken. No, because everybody don't have none of the rest of the teams have cars to go in there. I'm like,
you guys
what? I'm like, yeah, that's what I said.
So I just felt like we had a couple disadvantages for that. So we kind of like, that was the reason why when I was mentioning off camera, that's why we came home. We kind of changed our menu a little bit because I was like, shoot, we really realized being in California how expensive our menu was. And then we really started running our numbers, and we know that kind of hurt us because we weren't able to buy a lot of stuff. We couldn't buy what we wanted to, so we had to change our dishes. I don't think they tasted the same. You guys didn't see it, but we spent so much time looking for markets. We wasted a lot of time doing that.
We did as well.
Especially last episode.
Bacon. We literally bought stores out of bacon.
You don't understand, like, something as simple as horseradish. To find that on the West Coast was a pain in the ass. We had to go to like 3 stores.
What was it? We couldn't find garlic parmesan sauce anywhere. I mean, we called like probably every supermarket within a 10-mile radius trying to find it, and we just couldn't find it.
All right.
That was frustrating too.
On that note, I have a question. Did you make your own?
We did, and it ended up being our champagne sauce, and it tastes nothing like garlic parmesan.
Yes.
That was what we were going for with that challenge. We were going to make champagne garlic parmesan sauce for wings, and we couldn't find the base that we wanted to use, so we ended up making something different. And then it didn't taste right. So
sometimes things work out, right? I mean, it just
and
happens.
guess what? It's our top seller at our restaurant right now. Everybody wanted to taste the champagne.
Beautiful. That's awesome. Beautiful. You know what? On that note, so I know that obviously your restaurant isn't at full capacity right now. It's obviously not running correctly. However, you said that the wings are your best seller. Like,
yeah.
Is there anything from the show other than the wings that has really kind of popped up on your menu? If that makes sense. Like, have you expanded your menu specifically because of the show?
Wings?
So we basically changed our entire menu. Honestly, on the plane ride home, we were kind of like going back and forth, besides cursing and everything about getting eliminated. We were like, okay, so we need to go back to the drawing board. We need to figure out, I'm the type of person, I'm going to figure out my mistakes that I made so I can correct them. So I knew that our expenses were high and different things like that. So we were more soul food prior to being on the show. We always called ourselves Crystal's Comfort Food. That's always been the name of our restaurant, but we sold a little bit more soul food. But coming home, we scrapped it. We still had our wings. We added a lot more sauces, and we just got rid of all of the heavy soul food dishes.
Oh, what? Wait. Hold on. Before any of you get into it, because I know you're about to ask what soul food dishes they...
No, I'm like, okay, yeah.
What sauces did they add? That's what I want to know.
Okay. So we have 25 different wing sauces.
Bam!
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Hold on, Crystal. Can I get a shots fired, Dooley?
Boom.
All right, 25 sauces. Go, man.
Yes. So I guess before going on the show, we probably had like 10.
Yeah.
So we came home and we got in the lab and we started making more. So the sweet and spicy, the champagne, like the sweet potato, the honey mustard, all of that was on the show. Still made the new menu. But we got rid of some of we don't do the mac and cheese and the yams and the collard greens. We don't do the full platters anymore. Everything is like comfort food. So we took the soul food and we made it into a modern twist, I guess. So we still have our mac and cheese and our yams and stuff, but now we roll it in the egg roll and fry it. So that's basically what we did. We just thought of creative ways to sell our soul food.
I can get behind this.
Who doesn't fucking love anything fried? Egg rolls are like the best way to go.
Yeah.
We call them soul rolls. They have yams, mac and cheese, and cabbage. I roll it in the egg roll and I fry it.
So putting carbs in there.
I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So I have to ask though. You said the lab. Is the lab your kitchen or your house kitchen? Which? What is the lab?
I would say both, but usually the restaurant. Now it's become our kitchen, but usually the restaurant. We're in there mixing up, tasting, and giving out samples. We let our customers come in and try new things. We get ideas from our customers, and then we go in the kitchen and we figure out how to make it.
Awesome.
I do have one question.
That was Fat Kid over here's idea of sweet potato wings.
Hell yeah, Fat Kid idea. I love that. All right, so Dooley, I'm gonna let you go, and then I'm gonna interrupt you.
How did you
I'm just kidding. No, go ahead.
How'd you come up with the sweet potato wing?
Steven actually did.
Because that was one thing I really wanted to try off your truck.
I think
whoa. Hold on. I'm going to interrupt the fuck out of this.
We can hear him.
Oh.
Steve. Is it Steve or Steven?
Steve.
No. See, motherfucker, she just said Steven. Is that your full name? Because I feel like I need to...
I always say Steven.
Did you get mommed?
I say Steven.
I feel like, you just got mom.
Steven Arthur, you sit down.
That's how she always do that.
Well, at least I didn't say Stevie.
She fucked it up. See, now everyone knows. You're not Steve anymore. You're Steven, sir.
Stevie.
Stevie.
Oh.
Stevie.
All right.
Yeah, then all my immediate family call me that. So
Stevie?
I get Stevie. She calls me Steven. Then I'm like, everybody call me Steve.
All right, so you're no longer Steve though. I'm sorry. It's over.
Like,
you're either Steven or Stevie.
Steven is when you like mad at somebody. Like
you got the full name, right?
Like for instance, they be like, hey, like Jacob, they probably normally call him Jake or something like that. But when you pissed at him, you like Jacob.
Jacob
Like,
Dooley, goddamn.
Yeah, damn it, Dooley.
You gotta get the full name in there.
It was Steven's idea for the sweet potato wings, which is crazy. I give him credit for that. I use a specific batter to fry my wings. And he was at a store one time and he saw something. He's like, I wonder if we add this to the batter, will it give us a sweet potato taste? It didn't. But once he said that, I was like, now I have to figure out how to give it that.
You got to get that sweet potato wing, yeah.
So now I had to make it work. So we figured out how to make it work.
And you kind of got to use those like earthy spices, like, you know, like the cloves and like all that. And I feel like if you're gonna call it like a sweet potato wing, like you lay them down like in a tray and then like hit them with some marshmallows and blowtorch them real fast, so they're gooey when you pick them up.
Because me and Jason I was talking to Jason like before we actually
I guess that's
started
more
the
of a
podcast, and I was like, "What the fuck was that one wing that I was like, how the fuck they do that?" I was like, "Honey mustard? No, what the fuck was it?" But yeah, the sweet potato wing, that was the one thing I definitely wanted to try.
We should make like a dip to go with it, so that's a great idea. We should do like a marshmallow type dip or something.
See, perfect segue, because you said that you have now, you started with like 10 and you now have 25 wing sauces. I want to know flavors. Can you run through? And I have to admit, if you have to look this shit up on your phone, good luck, because I will totally wait for you to listen to them. But I want to know, what are the 25 flavors?
So we have sweet potato, honey mustard, barbecue, bourbon bacon barbecue, barbecue. We have the champagne. We have garlic, salt, and pepper, garlic parmesan, garlic, salt, and vinegar. What am I missing?
You're speaking Jason's language with the garlic.
Garlic, salt, and pepper is another. We have a lot of garlic. I think garlic parmesan.
Cajun.
Garlic Cajun.
No,
no, it is garlic Cajun. We have garlic Cajun. We have regular Cajun.
Honey onion crunch.
Yeah, honey crunch onion wings.
Whoa, no. You know what? I'm gonna stop you right there because that just sounds interesting. We're at like 12, so we're halfway there, and I'm gonna stop you because it already looks like you're having trouble remembering, and I'm not gonna lie to you.
It's a lot.
I totally
got like written down on the wall.
We have so many.
I want to stop on the honey crunch onion rings. What?
Yes. Onion wings.
Onion wings. All right. See, I'm glad I stopped. It's perfect because I misheard that, and I hope that everyone else now has it clear. So the honey crunch onion wings.
Fucking Dennis with the plug right there.
What the fuck is that?
I'm on their menu right now.
So those are we do
I'm
like
on
this
their menu right
sweet
now.
honey based sauce.
Oh my god.
So once the wings come out the fryer, we toss them in a sweet honey based sauce, and then we roll the chicken wings in fried onion pieces. Nice. Like crunchy onion pieces. Yeah. We roll the wings in it afterwards.
Like kind of like the things that you throw on top of a green bean casserole.
Exactly. That nice crunch. So we crunch them and then we crunch them up.
I love it.
Kind of like a garnishment, as she said about our octopus.
All right.
So
real quick, I think we're going to run out of time for the second time.
Yeah, we got 7 minutes.
So we're going to cover some very important shit real quick. What did you think about Tyler?
I thought Tyler was nice. I think he stole my recipe for my deviled eggs.
Yeah, he told you he was stealing that recipe for your deviled eggs.
And then it popped up on their website. I was like, wait a minute.
But he could have said he could have gave us a shout out. Like,
but
shout
I thought
out
that honestly, I thought that he was nice. I mean, we didn't have any run-ins where he kind of like irritated us or anything like that. I didn't like what he said about sweet potato wings because he said that they needed some type of a spice, and I don't think he realized that they were not meant to be spicy.
They're sweet potato wings. You know, it's meant to be spicy. It's sweet potato wings.
I know.
I'm with you.
So besides that, we didn't have any like negative run-ins with him. He barely.
He a lot chunky. He a lot chunkier in person.
We are against avocado, and that came against us in California. Let me tell you. So last question, because again we're running out of time. I just want to ask you, how did you feel at that elimination? Like, during that moment, did you feel like you were going to make it? What was going through your mind before you found out, and then right after?
Before, I thought we had it.
Yeah,
I was nervous, but I thought we had it because the second day we pulled it out.
We was right next to Mystica Masala, and we crushed them. We were taking their customers.
Yeah, and they were even saying that they literally were pulling customers away from our truck. We killed it. So I was a little positive. Yeah, well,
we don't even want to get into that.
We'll run out of time with that. But we so when we saw that Bachelors was leaving, I really felt more confident. I'm like, okay, they're not going to let them stay if one leaves. And then when they said that it was a $12 difference and we had lost, I don't know what to think. I was mad. Like, I was mad. I cried there, but if you guys got to hear the audio when we got in the car, you were like, wait a minute, that's Crystal?
Yeah, like if you watch the episodes, everybody that left in the car, they were like talking like, oh, this is good. Us, they didn't go to our car.
They didn't go to our car either.
Yeah, we
I was like,
what
de-mic me
the-
right now. Take this mic off.
Yeah,
right?
we was cussing. Like they was trying to ask them questions. Ain't nobody saying them. We were just mad. We was like,
Fuck this!
$12.
I'm done. Fuck this. Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it.
Yep. Give me my ticket. Let's go. Like that's really the type of attitude that I had at that time because I don't know. I just
All
was
right.
disappointed because.
So real quick, I'm sorry to cut you off, Crystal, but I want you to get your plug in here before we end because we've already got the notice. We're about to end this Zoom call. Unfortunately, this is gonna have to happen. But
This is your time.
this is your time. Do you have any social media you want to plug? Don't forget to plug your frozen foods, everything that you got. Now's the time.
Now is
Anything
this
you wanna
is your
say.
moment.
Yes.
Anything you want to say, now's the time.
All right. Well, Crystal's Comfort Food. We are currently closed due to COVID-19, but everybody can check us out on our website at crystalscomfortfood.com. We're also on social media, all the social media platforms, same name, Crystal's Comfort Food, except Twitter. It's Chris Comfort Food. You can click on anything, any picture on our Instagram. It'll take you straight to our new FroCo, is what we call it, Frozen Comfort Food Shop. You can purchase any of our items as listed. We have wings, salmon,
sauces.
chicken sandwiches, all of our sauces. We even have a little bit of merch on there. And
$14.99 for
everything
two chicken
ships
sandwiches.
all over the U.S. If you're local, you can do store pickups on Saturdays if you happen to be close to where our store is in Lansdowne, Pennsylvania. If not, we ship anywhere in the U.S. It takes 1 to 3 days to get the ship in. We also have, we're expanding right now, and we're working on getting our sauces, more sauces online available. We currently only have 6 of our 25 sauces for sale, but we will have more sauces available on our website, and we also
Amazon.
started a new seasoned butter line too. So we got that coming with some seasoned butters for seafood.
But
and
seafood,
vegetables.
yeah.
Excellent. So
stuff like that.
real quick, guys, I want to slow it down because Crystal, you covered it all, and I love it. But
Going so fast.
I want to slow it down.
I know,
just a
I know,
little
I
bit. The social media, Instagram, what you got?
Okay, so Instagram is Crystal's Comfort Food. Twitter is Chris Comfort Food. So that's CRYS Comfort Food. And the website is crystalscomfortfood.com. We have, like I said, everything on our Instagram. We put a little shopping bag so you can click right on it. If you can't find the item you want, you can click right on that picture and it'll take you right to the marketplace for you to be able to purchase it.
And last thing, where are you guys located? I know you're currently only open on Saturdays for pickup from 1 to 3, correct?
Yeah, throw
Yep.
an address out there.
What's your address? Where can people find you?
We are located 7 South Lansdowne Avenue. We are about 15 minutes outside of Philadelphia in the suburban area.
PA.
Yeah, the business district of Lansdowne, Pennsylvania.
Excellent, guys. And again, thank you so much for joining us today. We want to give you a round of applause if Dooley will fucking do it. There we go.
I sent you my number, and please call us right after this is over because we want to talk to you some more. And just like, we haven't talked since the elimination. Actually, the next morning when we helped Steve bring all the luggage down to the car, we had his bag. We had his bag. We'll talk about it.
Oh, what? Kicking us out?
Wait. Real quick. Two
I'm sure you did.
2 quick things. The one thing that we just talking about is that the one thing we do regret about the whole show is that we didn't hang out a lot with the rest of the teams because we were so we gotta win. We was like we was missing out. Like, man, we didn't really have fun.
We're with
That's
you.
the one thing
We're with you. Trust me. We'll get into that when we're off air. But yes.
But the other thing that when you guys helped out, all them snacks that night, that day we left, all them snacks we bought from that snack shop, we had to throw it away in that damn airport. We didn't know. We ain't been on a plane in like 10 years, so we didn't know we couldn't take cans. Yo, it was security and everything. They searched us and everything, all for some damn Starbucks cans.
Hey, hold on, real quick. Did you get a cavity search, sir?
No, it was
No,
some
I mean, hey, you said they searched us and everything.
You
I just
said
had to check. I mean,
Technically, you said they searched your can.
well, he said they searched them 4 cans.
No,
So,
you
hey.
I said they. Oh.
There it is.
No, they didn't search that can.
This is our story.
Guys, thank you again for joining us. If you hold on for just a moment, we'll be back to you in just a moment. But we definitely appreciate you. If you guys, do you have anything else you want to plug before we let you go?
I I think we got everything out there.
Got it out there? All right. Well, then hold on for just a moment. We're
We
going to
love
mute
you guys. Stay safe, and we're gonna close this podcast out real fast.
We'll be
and
back
then
in like 2 minutes.
If you call that number, we'll jump right back on the call, and we'll talk to you like normal human beings, which is
All right,
exactly
I
like
got
we're
it.
doing right now.
All right, I got it. Got it? You got it. We got,
Got
it.
it?
You got it? You got chicken grease all over your face. You got it?
Oh, where is he? Where is he? Yeah.
Say hi. That's 2 out of the gang.
All right. So, I think you got some music going? Oh, we got some music going. Look at that. It's about time to end this podcast then, because, as always, it's been a beautiful time listening to Team Fat Kid Choose the Fat. And you can find us on Facebook at
Team Fat Kid.
on Instagram at
Team Fat Kid Nation.
on Twitter,
At Team Fat Kid 1.
and on YouTube.
Team Fat Kid.
And as always, you can find us on your favorite podcast listening app at Team Fat Kid Choose the Fat, and on our website at www.teamfatKidChooseTheFat.com.
Actually, the website
I'm
is
sorry.
TeamFatKidNation.com, but hey, you know.
You're close. It's so close. We'll get it one day.
I've been drinking. Let's just go with that. So, as always, guys, don't forget, be creative.
Stay hungry.
And don't forget to sharpen your knives.
Praise the Lord.